Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I have another laser engraver video for you. I know this is the fourth one I have done, but I have companies that reach out to me all the time wanting me to review their laser engravers. And I've said it before, I turn a lot of them down. But you may remember probably a little while ago, maybe a month, 2 months ago, TwoTrees sent out their TS2 laser for me. And they liked that review so much that they asked if I'd be willing to do a review on their TwoTrees TS3 laser engraver. It's an awesome laser, and let's get into this video. All right, without further ado, let's crack into this thing. Hey, before we get into this, let's just admire the stickers that are on this box. Oh, I love that one there. It says it's heavy, 50 pounds, in lured? Lured? I don't know what lured means. It must be a different language. And then, have a good day. Thank you for all your help. And it says, I am fragile, handle with care. Fragile, handle with care. Thank you. Guess I probably shouldn't have dropped that on my workbench. Well, there's enough tape on this. Oh, it's a box inside of a box. How am I gonna get this out? I think we're gonna destroy this one. Ready for the most epic reveal ever? Ta-da! As a master, engrave at home. Okay, we open it up. And on top, we have the product manual with pictures. Dear customer, oh nice, a little thank you card, some more instructions, some Chinese, oh here's the English. Oh, the user guide, how to connect to Wi-Fi. Oh, it has Wi-Fi. That's reading material for when you're sitting on the toilet. Aha, look at that. This is very well packed. Like I saw the box had some damaged corners, but it had these nice little plastic protectors in there. Okay. Now what? No, I don't want to break this thing. Woo! Awesome, that is it. Ugh. So out of the box, this is what it looks like. It's taped closed, some protective film on there. There's a screen here with a little protective film on there. You see all the branding, the TS3, TwoTrees logo there. Power switch, a little alarm. This must be where you connect your power and your USB cable for your computer. Okay, I wasn't gonna film this part, but I know some of you people are weird and you find this oddly satisfying, so. Come on, you bugger. There we go. All right, let's open this up and see what we got inside. Ooh, fancy. Okay, first off, we have free spanier. I don't know, what does that mean? Samples maybe? Oh, we got some zip ties, some packaging. Okay, I gotta grab some snips. I am curious to know what a free spanier is. It's very well packed, so I'm thinking it might be something valuable. Ready for it? Ooh, what is this? Oh, we got the power cord, power adapter, the USB cable. This must be so that you can connect for the exhaust. Some zip ties, some tools, a little 4 gig micro SD card, and a USB adapter for it. Very nice. We have a little brush. I still don't know what these are for. Does anybody know what these are for? Every laser that I've gotten so far, they send these brushes here. Oh, and we got glasses. Even though this does have the protective shield on it, the lid. And if it's going to be open, yeah, maybe you want to wear those. Now I'm interested to know what's in here. And why is it zip tied to a piece of foam? Maybe in case it falls into water, it'll float. I think that's why. So, you know, it comes from China. It comes on a boat. Reaching my hand in here. What am I gonna pull out? A slinky? Oh, it's a hose. Nice. I'm kind of disappointed it's not a slinky though. I just noticed a sticker here. It says remove screws to access the rotary roller. Is there a rotary roller in here? I hope so. I'm gonna open this up and see if there's something inside. Oh, there is. There's a rotary roller. Oh yes, this is awesome. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah! So this is what you get out of the box. It's pretty cool. It's got this nice cover on here to protect your eyeballs. And inside it's your laser engraver with a honeycomb for cutting on, and you can remove it and access your rotary roller that is underneath two little panels that you have to remove some screws out of. And it's pretty awesome. So right off the bat, I did a test cut with it, or a test engraving. They sent a test file on it for you to try out, and I'm just going to show you the results that I got here. So this was the first test I started doing. I ended up aborting it, but you can tell that the engraving is not very good. The letters are not being engraved well, and the email line there, it's all wonky. It's not even straight. It's all crooked. So then I started looking around inside the laser here, and then I found that this timing belt right in here, let me see if I can get you in closer, it's kind of dark. This timing belt in here was super loose. So I tightened that up, and I thought, okay, that's gonna fix my problem. So then I did the test again, and I let it run the whole time. And as you can see, it's still not great. The D on deer and E and A, none of it's good. And none of the lines in here are straight. It's all crooked. So I was scratching my head going, what could be wrong? So then I opened up the laser again, and then I was wobbling this, and there was play back and forth. Like it was rocking really, really good. So I found that these wheels here on the top, and then there's one underneath, they weren't tight at all to this piece of extruded aluminum. So what I did was I just loosened them off, put downward pressure on it. This was really hard to do with two hands. I could have used a third or a fourth hand to do this. And so I tightened all three of them down, made sure they're nice and tight, and now that is solid. There is no wobble to that. So then I tried the test again. And then I was very happy to see that all the issues were fixed. I had nice, crisp, clean lines. Everything was straight. And it looked awesome. Now I'm not really gonna be knocking TwoTrees on that. Yeah, maybe their quality control could have been a little bit better, but you have to keep in mind, this thing got shipped from China. It had quite the travel. So, you know, from being bumped around and stuff, I could see things like that coming loose. Now the program that I like to use for all my laser engravers is called LightBurn. It's a great program. It does cost money, but it's a one-time fee. Unlike some other programs nowadays, they do monthly fees, but this is just a one-time fee. I can't remember how much I paid for it. This is going a while back now, a few years ago, but I think it was around 65 bucks. It could be more than that now. But the manual that this comes with, it goes into depth with how to set it up with laser gerbil. Now that's something that, if this is a first time laser for you, that's something that you may want to use. It's a little bit user friendly, more geared towards beginners. So we're going to do a test cut with this. We're going to try to cut out the shape of a star that you see I have here. And I have the laser set to 100 speed and 100% power. That's what the manual says for cutting 6mm plywood. Now I'm going to be cutting Baltic birch plywood. It's about 1/4 inch thick, which is roughly, it's a little bit more than 6mm. So the manual says for 6mm you could do it in one pass, but I set this to 2 passes and we'll see how it cuts. TwoTrees sent this little micro SD card, and I've gone ahead and I saved the G code for the star onto it. On the side of the laser engraver, there's a little slot here, and you just insert your micro SD card in there until it clicks. Oh, make sure you got the power hooked up too. They work way better when they have power. All right, I'm just gonna put my little test piece of Baltic birch in here on top of that honeycomb. And then on the side here is the power button. So you just go ahead and press it. And immediately you'll hear all the fans in here turn on. There's 2 in the back for the exhaust, and then there's 1 on the laser. So you turn your laser on. This is going to be the page, the opening page on the screen that you're gonna get. To start, you wanna hit Control, and you wanna hit your home button. You wanna home the laser. Homing is successful. Click yes. Now I'm just gonna go back. And to bring up the file for that star, I'm gonna go to carving. And I go to the next page for star. Pull my star up. Now to make sure that this is gonna engrave in the piece of wood where I want it to, I'm gonna hit the frame button, and it's just gonna give you a general idea of where it is. So I'll do that. And when it's framing, it just emits like a 1% power laser beam. It's not harmful at all right now at the moment. And I liked where it was going to engrave, so I'm just gonna shut the lid. Now this thing will not engrave if the lid is open, which is a nice safety feature. It has to be closed. And if you were to lift it up mid engraving or cutting, it'll actually stop the laser, and you have to shut the lid again, and then you can resume engraving, which is also a nice feature. And then to start the engraving or the carving or the cutting or what do you want to call it, you just hit this button and hit the check mark, and then it'll start engraving. Now because this is not a CO2 laser, it's just a 10-watt laser, cutting is a fairly slow process, but it still beats using a scroll saw, and you get pretty good accuracies with this rather than a scroll saw. And when the cutting is complete, the laser goes back to home. Oh yeah. Now I'm pretty sure this did it in one pass, because as I was watching it, when it completed the first pass, I saw this thing kind of drop a little bit. I'm gonna try it again, and we'll see if it can do it in one pass. Okay, moment of truth. Ah, yes, one pass. That is awesome. 1/4 inch Baltic birch plywood, one pass. Now, I forgot to mention, to focus the laser, they send this nice little rod, and you can see here it's got little steps on it and on the bottom. So what you do is, if you're going to engraving, you just set it on top of your material, and you lower the bottom of the laser to the top of this. Now, if you're going to be engraving like 6 mil, you set it to the outside ring here on the very bottom. And then if you're going to be engraving an 8 mil plywood, or cutting, sorry, an 8 mil plywood, you flip it upside down and you drop your laser so that it's resting on this outer edge here. And to do that, there's just a little thumb screw in the top, and you can screw it and it brings it up or down. Next, I'm going to try to engrave my logo into my Yeti mug. Now, I've been pretty excited to do this, and also very nervous, because we all know how expensive Yeti mugs are. I tried to do some research to figure out the exact power setting and the speed that I want to use to do this. And I'm not sure if this is powder coated or whatever this coating is, but the manual suggests for a powder coated aluminum or stainless steel or whatever, or just powder coating I should say, it recommends 1,000 millimeter per second speed at 50% power. So I'm gonna try that and we'll see how this goes. So first I have to remove this tray, take out the steel plates underneath to get at the roller. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how to turn the rotary roller on. If you just go to the settings menu and click on rotary roller, just follow the command and you'll have it up and running in no time. I tried engraving some pop cans as a test and it worked very well. It's really easy to set up. This thing is super easy for a beginner. I'm a little bit nervous for this. But what's the worst thing that would happen? I end up having a screwed up logo on a screwed up mug. Whatever, no big deal. So I have to apologize. Filming through this lid is not the greatest, but we'll see how this goes. All right, it's done. Let's see. I'm gonna wipe it off and we'll see what it looks like. So I just have a piece of paper towel and some rubbing alcohol. We'll see if that works. The logo right now is black, but I think that is just some residue left behind. So I think it needs to be cleaned up, and it should be bare stainless steel and behind. Hopefully that is the situation here. Oh yeah. Now that's not bad. It's not perfect on the top, and some of these letters aren't exactly perfect either. And I think I know the reason for this. So if you look at a Yeti, it's not a perfect shape, a perfect cylinder. It's narrower at the bottom and gets wider at the top. So I think that's the reason for why my lines aren't staying straight, and also the focus of the laser changes because I focused it for up here, but then as it gets down to the letters and stuff, it's out of focus. So the engraving is not as nice. So my thought is to fix this problem is I could go on my CNC and cut a wood ring that is the exact same diameter as this, that has a hole cut into it, that I can just press fit it on the end here. So that way it stays perfectly even with the laser. Overall, I think this is a great laser. I really like the fact that it has this protective lid on it to protect your eyeballs. It has the fume extraction to protect your lungs. And I can comfortably have my kids in here while I'm laser engraving. And the screen here, it's awesome that I don't have to have my computer plugged in. It does come with Wi-Fi, and you can use your phone to operate it, but I don't really see the point of doing that when you can just do it right here on the screen. So yeah, I haven't tried the Wi-Fi portion of this yet, but I don't think it's necessary, and I don't think I ever will try it out because yeah, it's got that screen and you can do everything from that screen that you could do on your phone. The working area of this is a little bit smaller. Actually, it's a lot smaller than your typical open framed laser engravers. So the working area of this is 200 millimeters by 300 millimeters, which is essentially about the size of a sheet of paper. It has a 10-watt laser, which is, as we saw, capable of cutting through 1/4-inch Baltic birch plywood in one pass. Now that's pretty amazing. And it is super awesome that it comes with a rotary roller. Most of the open frame laser engravers, that is a feature that you have to buy afterwards, and sometimes they can be quite expensive. So it's awesome that it comes included with this. Now, if you'd like to get one of these lasers for yourself, there'll be a link in the description below, and TwoTrees was nice enough to offer a coupon code to you guys. And the coupon code is, let me look this up here, I got it here on my email. It is Wes T3 I'll put that in the description as well, and that will get you $100 off. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a new video, and like always, we'll see you in the next one.